What's up everybody, it's Shabloom here with a brand new video. It's been a couple of weeks, I've been very busy, so I have a whole lot of gaming news just to recap from the past few weeks. We've had a lot of big stories, new announcements, and tons of exciting stuff, so let's get right into it. The first piece of news we have here is from Call of Duty Warzone. So it was announced that we will be getting the Verdansk map back in Warzone on April 3rd with the launch of the new Season 3. If you don't remember, Verdansk was the very first map that launched with Call of Duty Warzone way back when COVID was around, and this for me was honestly the peak map, the best map that Warzone has ever done. I don't really think they ever struck gold after this map. I think that this map was just classic. I mean, it could just be nostalgia, but in my opinion, I mean, this is the best map that they've had, and going back to it's kind of cool. I don't know if I'll be playing it because I mean, Warzone to me is just kind of boring now. I don't know. What about you guys? Is the nostalgia enough to get you back into Warzone? Are you going to be playing this, or are you going to sit this one out? Let me know in the comments below. The next piece of news we have here today is, in my opinion, some really big stuff. The game Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic is one of the most highly rated games of all time. It has a 94 on Metacritic, which is really good. And when people found out they were making a remake, hype for it automatically went through the roof. There has been rumors that the game has been canceled, but it seems like the game is definitely still alive, because we have a tweet here from Tim Willits, who is the chief creative officer at Saber Interactive, the people that are developing the game, has came out and said, quote, "Saber Interactive is one of the largest independent developers in the world. We are working on numerous games across many different genres. Everything that we have talked about is still in development. We will share information on the upcoming games when we have something cool to share." So yeah, this basically confirms everything they've talked about. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic they've talked about is still in development. So all these rumors about it being canceled are just out the window now. I'm so glad we finally got hope on this game. I'm definitely ready to play. I'm going to play it when it comes out, and I'm glad to see it's not canceled. I mean, this is such a cool way to release the game, in my opinion. I mean, they had never really straight out confirmed that it wasn't canceled, but now they're just hinting towards it. I mean, hinting, but also making it pretty obvious that yeah, we're still working on it, guys. Like, but they're not releasing anything on it, probably just to build up the hype so that they could reveal it as some trailer, as some big event. And I think that's such a cool way to do it. It's a great way to build hype. If they were releasing something every week on it, I don't think it would be as hype as it would be if they just disappeared from announcing anything from the game for a while and randomly popped out with some big news. So I'm fine with this. I like that they're kind of keeping it a mystery what's going on, but still just kind of confirming that it's still in development. So this is exciting news, and you guys should be happy to hear this if you're a fan of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. The next piece of news we have here is that the studio behind Disco Elysium teasing its next project. The game will focus on themes of spy and espionage and is currently being referred to as Project C4. They released this trailer along with it, and it looks very artsy, just like Disco Elysium is. Now guys, I know this sounds bad, but I wasn't a huge fan of Disco Elysium. I played maybe a couple hours of it, maybe that much, but I was so bored. I'm not big on those games where you have to read so much. The story wasn't really hooking me, but I could understand why people could like it. I'm not saying it's a bad game, I'm saying I didn't like it. So I'm personally not that excited for this. I also don't like spy and espionage stuff, but if you did love Disco Elysium, here's another game for you. It's not Disco Elysium 2, but I'm sure you are excited because this team looks like they get very artsy, and if that's your thing, you're probably gonna hopefully be happy with this game. And the teaser is out now for you to watch. Up next, we have huge Battlefield news, okay? I'm a huge fan of Battlefield 4, and oh my gosh, these new leaks and these new videos that we have of this game, oh my gosh, they look so cool. So let's get right into it. EA, a while back, they opened up something called Battlefield Labs, where a small group of playtesters from the community got to come in and playtest their new game. Now, of course, somebody streamed it and it got leaked somehow. EA has been not really taking a lot of this footage down, so I'm hoping I could show some of it here because oh my gosh, this looks so good. The footage, it seems like it confirms that we'll be again in this modern setting. We won't be far in the future like the last Battlefield game was. I'm so excited for this because modern combat, modern destruction, it sounds like Battlefield 4 again. I love these large scale fighting games. The first big feature is that we see a clip here of the player seeing his teammate get down, and we see him drag the player back into safety. We also noticed another player on the back of a tank, showing that she could cling onto vehicles, and that'll probably be used to make your way across the map. And if your car has max players, another player could cling on, or however many fit on that vehicle. There's been a lot of talk also about in-game movement being changed. They say that there's improved and reintroduced movement of features such as crouch sprint, combat dive, and landing roll. So it seems like there's gonna be a lot of new movement in this. I wouldn't be surprised. The last Call of Duty game brought in a whole lot of new movement. It would be so cool to see them kind of take on new movement and put it in their game. I don't know if that's allowed, but that would be cool to see. But the biggest thing I'm most excited for is definitely the in-game destruction. If you didn't know, all over these Battlefield games, you could destroy buildings. The whole building will fall. My favorite one was in Battlefield 4. You know, Battlefield's this huge war going on. There's a giant skyscraper in the middle, and you could actually destroy it, and the whole thing comes tumbling down. You could be on the building when this happens. Oh my gosh. Made for some epic situations. The new Battlefield game didn't really have any of that I saw. It was just futuristic nonsense, not much destruction going on. But in this game we have all new, I believe it's called mapification, and we get that all over these leaks. It's just buildings getting destroyed. And if they reintroduce that, if they make this game simply modern battles, big war, you could destroy buildings, add some realism. I love games like that, and I'm gonna love this game if it's like that, because I love games where it's a long round, lots are going on. I mean, Battlefield 4, it just sums it up. If this is anything like Battlefield 4, we have a W. Let me know what you guys think. Do you like these leaks? Does the new Battlefield look good? Is Battlefield up your alley? Let me know all that in the comments below. Up next, we got some kind of depressing news about The Last of Us 3, but also some more positive news. So Neil Druckmann, the creator of The Last of Us, in an interview with Variety said, quote, "I guess the only thing I would say is don't bet on there being more of The Last of Us. This could be it." So in this quote, he's essentially saying don't bet on The Last of Us Part 3, which is very upsetting news. But, you know, I totally understand where he's coming from. I mean, I still think that there's definitely a high chance, but Neil just doesn't know that if there is right now, and I totally get it, because right now they're hard at work at their new game Intergalactic, and that's probably going to take years and years to complete and get released. And they're also working on The Last of Us show right now, so to me it just seems like they just don't have the time for it right now. I mean, they have so much on their plate, they have so much going on, so I could just kind of tell, like, what he's saying here is it's not even on his mind right now. That's something that'll be far in the future, if anything. Him and his studio, they have so much going on. But we did get another interview where he was asked if he would push The Last of Us TV show past the story of the game. And in summary, he said that he has a whole entire ending planned for the series, but he doesn't know how he'll show it yet. In this interview, he says, quote, "We have an ending in mind, and that ending will be it for this story." So to me, that sounds like they have an ending to The Last of Us Part 3. And then he goes on to say, "We're not quite done, we're almost there. Knock on wood, we get to do it again. Season 3, there's a lot more story to cover with Game 2, and then my hands are pretty full with Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet." So this is going along with that narrative I just said of just they're really busy right now. I mean, their hands are full with Intergalactic, the next season of The Last of Us. They have a lot going on, but he does say they have an ending planned for The Last of Us, meaning that he has something planned past The Last of Us Part 2, which we already knew, but ending is a big deal. He has an ending in mind, meaning that after the Heretic Prophet, after season 3 of The Last of Us TV show, that's probably when he'll dive more deeply into the ending of The Last of Us. And I'm thinking it'll either be on the show or it'll be shown in The Last of Us Part 3 game. I'm guessing he wants to do the game, but if he can't show it in the game, he'll probably just end up showing it in the show if he doesn't have time to make that game. But in my opinion, I do hope that since they are already doing an original project, I hope we get a sequel project after Intergalactic, and I hope that will be The Last of Us Part 3, and that he'll show the ending the way it was meant to be shown in a video game rather than spoiling it all in a TV show. So yeah, in summary, The Last of Us Part 3 not happening anytime soon, at least not until Intergalactic or The Last of Us Season 3 are done. Speaking of Intergalactic, we did get a lot of new story info from, again, an interview with Neil Druckmann. In this interview, he talked about how in other games that Naughty Dog has made, there's almost always an ally with the player. But for this game, he's trying to make the player feel as alone as possible. And he says that the story is you're a bounty hunter and you crash land on this planet where you know nothing about it. He says, quote, "I really want you to be lost in a place that you're really confused about what happened here. Who are the people here? What was their history? And in order to get off this planet again, no one has been heard of from this planet for 600 years or so. If you ever hope to have a chance to get off, you have to figure out what happened here." Now, this sounds like a really cool idea for a story, is just getting lost in this place, discovering its history. And to me, it's looking like Naughty Dog is doing world development bigger than they've ever done it before, from the ground up, creating a whole planet with an entire history. And I just know Naughty Dog is going to make some peak here with this story. But, you know, maybe not. You should never, you know, judge something just off of this. But I mean, I trust Naughty Dog. I trust they're gonna make something great, because they always do. They always pull through. And to me, it seems like they've been working on this for a while, and I'm excited to see how this turns out. This story sounds very interesting, and I can't wait to get more info, more trailers. And I hope this game doesn't come out in like 6 years. That would suck. Hope it's sooner than that. But, you know, whatever time they need. Are you guys going to play this game? Does the story sound cool to you? Do you have any gripes with it? Is there anything that you're kind of weary about? Let me know in the comments below. In the last few weeks, we also got a brand new trailer for Death Stranding 2. The trailer is a whole 10 minutes long, and it looks crazy. So I wasn't a huge fan of Death Stranding 1. I could never really play it that much before I got bored and stopped playing. But honestly, I might try the second one. I mean, I know the story of the first one, and I know that the world kind of gets back on its feet a little bit towards the end, and that this one will start you at a point where there's at least a little less doom and gloom, because that was my thing, is it felt very lonely. It felt like I started with nothing, and I don't know, that just, something about it wasn't my thing. But you know, sequels are better in a lot of cases, and this looks like one of those cases to me. It looks like it's bigger than ever. This seems like the type of story where you needed an introduction, kind of like Dune, where they introduce stuff in the part 1, and then part 2 is where all the action and the story builds up and stuff. So that's what this seems like to me. This trailer, the vibes are just through the roof, with just, you could tell that they've been making this game, that they've been crafting a story, and it's gonna be good. I'm probably gonna buy it. Maybe if they release a shorter trailer, that's cool. It'll convince me even more to buy it. But as for now, it looks good, and this is one of the cases where if the reviews are at least decent, then I'll go ahead and buy it. But yeah, you could pre-order it now, and the game releases on June 24th with 2 days early access if you buy the collector's edition, which I have a gripe with this type of thing, because I bought Silent Hill 2's deluxe edition just so I got 2 days early access, and it's such a smart business move, but it's kind of just wrong to do. It's really wrong to do, because if you don't want to spend the extra money, which I totally understand, and I don't want to spend it either, you're probably going to get spoilers if you're a huge fan of this. If you've been searching up Death Stranding 2 for the last 3 years, that it's your favorite game of all time, you're probably gonna get spoilers, because people will probably be posting stupid stuff within the 2 days that it's out early. So I hate this. I hope they stop this trend of releasing 2 days early if you spend extra money. I don't know. What do you guys think of that? What do you guys think of Death Stranding 2? The trailer? Are you gonna buy the game? Did you like Death Stranding 1? Let me know all these things in the comments below. Let me know if I need to replay Death Stranding, give it another try, because I'm still debating. I might play it before the second one. We'll see. Alright, so I want to take a break from the news here for a second to show you guys some really awesome kills from Call of Duty. It's a fun little break. You know, we've got some devastating news today. We got some good news, but you know, we just gotta take a step back and look at these really cool kills of these campers in Call of Duty. So we see that they shoot this gun, and I don't really know what it is, but it shoots this frisbee. They shoot it way outside the map. It boomerangs around, goes through a window right to the sky. That's really cool. I just had to show you guys that. And you know, there's a bonus one here. Subsonic, a great map. I haven't played Black Ops 6 in a minute, but these kills make me kind of want to. So we see that they shoot this boomerang thing again, and it bounces off the wall twice. That's crazy. That's crazy lucky. And if I get a final kill cam like that, I'll be showing that to everybody. But yeah, that's it for this section. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Up next, we have the Silent Hill F trailer, and we have a story summary. And guys, you know, I've been seeing so much positivity over this. I don't know if it's dead internet theory or whatever, but people love this, and I don't get it at all. Once we got this trailer and plot summary, I was like, okay, that's not my thing, but let me read it to you guys, and you guys could let me know what you think. So the main character was living her life as an ordinary teenager. That is, until her town is suddenly surrounded in fog and begins to change in a horrific way. Now she must explore the town that she no longer recognizes, solving puzzles, fighting strange enemies, and doing everything she can to survive in order to face the ultimate decision that she must make. This is a tale about a beautiful yet terrifying choice. First of all, the art style that they're going with in the trailer, I'm not a fan. Something's off about it. But you see, the thing that makes me the most mad is this is a horror game, and first of all, it doesn't even look scary, and the story so far doesn't provide anything thrilling. Sure, the flower stuff, I mean, that's creepy, but it doesn't play a huge part so far. I mean, I don't understand what they're going for with that. I mean, we have this hole that looks creepy, I guess, but it would be a lot creepier if it was a different story, in my opinion. So let me get into what I mean by that. Silent Hill has always taken place, you know, in America, in the town Silent Hill, and it would be psychological to see, you know, hallucinations of the darkest part of their mind, and it'd have such a deep story. But this isn't even in Silent Hill. They talk in this demo game about the Silent Hill effect, where a town will get covered in fog, and now it's scary, now it's Silent Hill. This looks like it's doing that, and that's just, it doesn't make me happy, because this looks like just a crappy game that just has the Silent Hill name over it. We just got Silent Hill 2 last year, and that was a masterpiece, 10 out of 10. But that story is simple. A guy loses his wife, he gets a creepy note from her saying, come back to the town. It's such a simple story, and it's relatable in a way. Because, you know, if something like that happened and you got a letter like that, I mean, you know, you might go to the town. I mean, you could put yourself in James's shoes there, but this is different. This is just supernatural nonsense that, you know, there's no reason for these characters to get in the situation. At least not that we see yet. It kind of just happens, and it kind of just, you know, this character is here, and then, oh, there's fog, and it's Silent Hill, you know. I could go on and on about how upsetting this is, but I was so excited for this. But yeah, I mean, it's just not looking good in my opinion. Does it look good to you? Let me know if I'm wrong, if I'm, you know, just not understanding the purpose here. But yeah, let me know in the comments below what you think, if you agree or if you disagree. I'd love to hear your opinion on this. Last but not least, guys, we're pretty much getting shaders in Java base Minecraft. I've seen the memes on the shader videos where people are like, this is Minecraft if the developers spent more than an hour a week working on their game. But now, guys, I don't know if we could say that anymore, because it seems like they're putting some really cool graphics into the game, and it does look nice. It's definitely an upgrade. I mean, the way the sun is reflecting on everything, I mean, it's literally just a base shader just added to the base game, and that's so nice that they're putting something into graphics finally. Not that graphics matters that much on Minecraft, but it kind of adds a new level once your Minecraft world looks so beautiful all of a sudden. We all love Minecraft, and we'll all love it more if there's optional amazing graphics. So yeah, that's how we're gonna end the video today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, please like the video, and make sure you don't forget to subscribe, because I'm trying to post content like this all the time. Like I said, I've been busy, but I am trying to get these recap videos up for you guys to keep you up to date with what's going on. So I hope you enjoyed. If you have any suggestions for my YouTube channel, let me know down below. But yeah, it's been fun making this video, and I hope you guys have a great day.